Aloha guys, pleasure to check in GR Live TV. So I'm cruising over here. When I walk, I'll carry my UE Mega Boom, which allows me to, jam out people walking by, just like having a car, except it's, I'm walking and cars are costly. It's fun maybe to identify with, oh, I like a particular car and talk about it, but an awareness should be that's like a religion, and that programs the mind to attract things. You can easily experiment with this by, say, talking about or thinking about a particular vehicle, especially words. Words connect things. That's why it's important the particular words we use. This is one of my main themes, right? Specificity of language, precision, and I like to be as refined as I can. And like today, I'm dressed up nicely. I got a matching, you can see I got a matching tie and a pocket square. And of course my Armani sunglasses. Very distinct look. Everyone should find their look. That these glasses wouldn't work on everyone, right? And the same goes for other things. Truth is relative. So these, and I want to speak on truth today. I want to do a little rant. I want to bring up all types of issues. I just want to express that what life really is about is it's about individuality. And when you think that only one feature will be an attracting factor, there are all types of things that attract people, to each other. And so find someone who's attracted to you, and don't want somebody who's not attracted to you physically. And of course, the dream mate, the dream, right? They're spiritually attracted to you as well. And as far as truth is concerned, I want to address a few commentaries on my recent video. I'd initially titled it something like "Mother is not a viable term." I think it may have sent the wrong impression. I was intending to celebrate mothers, but discourage people from always wanting people to play that role. Because I think that's a leading cause of aging, among other things, is just having to fulfill roles of always having a responsibility for people. And when you label someone your authority, you subconsciously are expecting or dependent upon them or other people who are authorities to look out for you, which is actually a submissive and dangerous place to be in. So let's empower each other, empower with truth and with individual sovereignty and self-determination and such things, and individual pursuits of truth, because that's the soul. And people compromise the soul sometimes by labeling somebody your authority, like mother or father. It might make you be more inclined to follow what they want for you, or what they want, even if they're friendly people, right? Want egalitarian relationships, equals. By the way, I also upgraded. I got a nice pair of shoes. This is like one of the top shoe brands as far as quality shoes are made. And I've noticed that Spain produces both. This brand is called Mezlan. See these nice shoes here. Very attractive shoe. Look at that. Right. This is ordinarily a $400 or $500 pair of shoes, but I got it for less. But I see value in things, and I work hard, and people think that, oh, you got to be an attorney or a doctor or business person to be refined or be a master or professional in your life. But you can do that in any field. But it's about refinement. It's about wanting to do things in a more precise and proficient manner, right? And so, like I was saying, as far as the concerns regarding different types of truths, right? Like, for example, some people think that, if you have a specific body or money, then you'll attract people. But like for me, for example, I may find some women more attractive, but I'll go with a less attractive woman physically if I find that she has the same dreams as me. And I think that it's like that with many people, and that's what kind of creates a unique diversity between peoples. You know, in fact, I think, for example, my commentators on my videos, some of them have been taken aback by my strong positions, and my response to that is, I welcome your honesty, and I want people to be forthcoming. However, I think they should also provide positive feedback, to me. I guess, pardon me. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Positive feedback is where you give people a combination. You give balanced opinions, and some of these people that watch my show for whatever reason, I'm assuming because they like some of my content, might disagree with some of my positions, but I'd encourage them to say, I disagree with that, or I also agree with that. When you provide balanced feedback, it's realistic, and it's I think fair, quote unquote. And that's just my style. I like to be nice, but I also like to be realistic. And but as far as this concept of truth, right? It's the concept of sometimes you have to what's the term, balance or weigh the options. Sometimes you have to deal with people you disagree with, or work with a company that you're not, say, approving of. And other times you check out this nice Neiman Marcus engraved stone. Yeah, that's really nice. It's classy. One second. Let's show what that is exactly. In any case, like I was, just trying to be real about things, be honest, and my hope is that people will do the same thing, like when they can afford to, be more, like, for example, the idea of cancer, for example. Cancer can be cured, I think, with an orientation towards a vegan diet, plant-based food. And so the proposition that, these medicines and everything, like, as far as I'm concerned, that's check out the view there. Cool stuff going on. Even the carpet. It's the way we do it. Basically, like, for example, dentists selling their soul to big, toothpaste companies. Fluoride's a neurotoxin. You don't want it near your body. There are suitable alternatives. And just the same, there is, a lot of nice views over here. I think women like to be looked at but not talked to, because flirtation implies seduction. It's really not such a friendly thing. But bottom line is, maybe some doctors or psychologists selling themselves to hospital industry or big pharma, like charging 30-50 grand for a birth, and then making it more difficult for licensures for midwives. Like, look into this stuff and ask questions. Don't take things for granted, and just be aware of things, little laws that can either improve or displace wealth and equality in society. Be careful of when these connections between business and or money making and things like certain government or justice, like prison industry system. be actively figure these things out, you know. But thank you guys. Thank you for, you know, at least you know, at least talking, or I mean, I should say, listening to me. And you know, I'll see you again. But just keep it real. Keep it whatever your reality is. It's unique, and know it. You know, I always encourage people. This is the last thought. You know, if you really think yourself positioned to say you want to, you know, approach a woman or man because you have, you know, you have like, what do you call it, romantic interests, or you know, you're interested in them. Like, you, first thing you do, you really want to look at a person. Don't necessarily believe the things they say, because they might say stuff, but really just look at them, and that should identify a lot of what you know, need to know about a person. And so do that, and in a particular, you know, you might be interested in someone, and if you think you're ready to start a relationship, like for me, for example, I don't want to start any, I don't want to start my dream mate marriage relationship until such time that I, rocking that Gucci out, until such time as, more Gucci, right, more, in fact, here's another cool one. Little gay with the guy with the women. I don't think it's heterosexual or masculine to be hanging out with women. The reason I say that is because women are different, and I respect that. And I like to appreciate them at a distance. You know, I don't like to be around women all the time. I want to reserve all my energy for one person special, and not create, you know, half-hearted, non-committal connections, or shall we say, you know, it's just a tease. It's a tease. That's my argument. It also could be dirty. You know, it could be unsanitary, both mentally and physically. Create bad memories and exhaust your valuable time that you need to progress every day towards your who you are, your goals. You know, and so the trick is, if you really feel you're ready. By the way, I don't, like, until I'm financially stable, like I was saying, I don't plan to start a marriage, get married, because I want to have children immediately after I get married. Until such time, maybe I'm older. If I'm, you know, if I'm don't want to, then if I don't want to have children, then I might be more prone to, you know, pursuing a spouse. And what I'm saying here, guys, is I'm suggesting that you got to know 3 things you absolutely want and don't want. For example, me, vegan, absolutely. You know, vegan diet at least. And what else? Like, I absolutely don't want someone to have pets. I think pets interfere with the intimacy of partners, in addition to the connection that they might have with spouses. What else? I think there are other factors, associated factors. You know, you have to know 3 at least, and that way you can quickly qualify someone. And for example, you may know this person, so that's good. You know, if you know them already. But if you don't, then it may be worth going on, say, inviting them on a casual lunch date, a platonic lunch date, and just saying, you know, hey, would you like to go on a lunch date to get to know each other or something? You know, if you don't know each other from previously, then you want to get to know each other. But that should only be one date, and none of this nonsense of nighttime and romance and alcoholism. Obviously, alcoholism's a big, you know, question mark, because people, you know, so you get talking about, oh, it's all, you know, it's all cool, it's all tough, but the reality being that it's actually not. It's just a show of lack of self-control to be seducing and you know, be seduced by all these people and substances and this and that. It's a lack of consciousness, and it's a deviation from focus on yourself and your actual dreams. You know, you got to remember yourself after the fact. Imagine that you're already married. Imagine how good that'll feel to be with somebody who you don't have to, pretend around, and you don't have to worry about how much, money or your health. It's just the absolute truth. You know, you want to be with that person even when they're older, more so than anyone else. Thanks for the considerations. Cool stuff going on. We got Dolce & Gabbana. They always have some cool, fancy styles, right? Thanks again for watching, guys, and aloha. Be well.